For those who haven't seen our Zerglitch video, all you need to do is change the date in your PlayStation settings like I'm doing. This glitch won't allow you to buy the items, but I did want to answer the questions we've been getting on whether or not Zer will offer the Hawkmoon or Monte Carlo as an upgrade choice. As you can see, he will offer Hawkmoon. Unfortunately, the glitch doesn't work as well as it used to, and just bugs out after a while. Feel free to use this yourself and let us know if you see anything cool. Today I will be telling you all about the Earn quest line. To start this off, you're going to have to pick up the actual mission from Eris Morn. Next step, we'll be killing 25 thralls with a solar damage fusion rifle. If you have Vex Mytho class, this should be very easy for you. For others who may only have Murmur, I went ahead and did this portion with that weapon. Now what I did was go do the We're Summoning the Hive event in that one story mission, and instead of dying like I normally do, once I've pretty much killed all the thralls, I would just go back to orbit. Now keep in mind, you do have to pick up all the items that they drop, so try to kill them a little bit further back, kind of close to where you spawn in here. This will keep you from having to run in and possibly die to all the knights and acolytes that might be around there. I had to reset this once to fully complete this. It's pretty simple to do. Just play conservatively, avoid dying. If it looks like you're getting in a hairy situation, just go to orbit. It won't reset your progress. The next step is pretty fun. It requires a little bit of thinking on your part. Pretty much what you're gonna have to do is go melee cursed thralls. I'm sure a few titans out there are saying, oh, what's so difficult about that? Well, for some of us that have low armor, we tend to die when we melee a cursed thrall. So when you're looking at your spec, go ahead and get more armor and more recovery. Now to complete this, I did the World's Grave mission. I cleared through the entire thing pretty much until this one little corridor where you have a bunch of thralls in there. There are 2 cursed thralls in there that are evenly spaced out enough. So what I do is go in, kill in all the normal thralls, and then just melee one of the cursed thralls, wait back a bit, let my health regen, go in, melee the next cursed thrall. After that, I would just port out and restart the mission. If you did it on heroic, your checkpoint should be right at this point, so you can just go back in there, kill the thralls again, melee the cursed thralls, and then repeat one more time. The next step after that will be killing acolytes and wizards with void damage. I used my Prey's Revenge sniper rifle and a random LMG that I happen to have with void damage on it. Pretty much you can do any mission you want to. What I did, I just went in patrol, went into the Hellmouth, and did one full circle of it. That pretty much finished it off for me. I had a little bit left and then just did one more small circle of the Hellmouth, and I was done. Now it's worth noting that wizards will give you 5 of the item you're looking for here, so prioritize doing those. If you happen to know of a good mission where you can get a lot of wizards to spawn, do that. It'll probably go a little bit quicker. Now keep in mind, death does reset all these little missions here. This one in particular, it'll just set you back a little bit, but you know, try to avoid dying during this entire time. The next step will be going to go kill a named mob in the Skywatch area. If you're familiar with the old loot cave, just go to there. You're going to have to wait for a public event or the enemies are moving against each other type event to spawn. I just pretty much waited around there, killed some things, tried to level up some weapons, and then an enemies are moving against each other event happened. About a minute or so into it, the named mob spawned, and I fortunately had the Sword of Crota up and was able to kill him. Now you're going to want to bring arc damage weapons for this because he does have an arc shield and he's pretty tanky. He doesn't take a lot of damage. If you happen to have the Sword of Crota up during that time, the super will pretty much one-shot him, fortunately, after his shield's down. I recommend doing this with a fire team just because he does have a lot of health, and it might take you a while to try to solo it, and it would really stink if you have to wait around for another public event to happen because you weren't able to actually kill him solo. The next step after that will be bringing all of this stuff back to Eris Morn. You will then be tasked with a new mission on the moon. You're going to be going into the Chamber of Night area to do a special little event. I set the mission difficulty to level 30 and was still able to solo it at level 30. It took me 1 or 2 tries, but it was pretty simple. What this mission will require you to do is clear all the way to the Chamber of Night. Inside there will be a giant urn that you must go stand upon to start the event. 4 Blades of Crota will spawn, and you can go to town with those. The first wave will be a bunch of thralls. Now, they swarm around you, so try to stay airborne and just use your R2 smash attack to take most of them out. The next phase here will be a bunch of acolytes. Some of them will have the boomer type cannons, so try to prioritize those first. I pretty much just stayed airborne again and would jump down and just slash them real quick. One shot should take them out. By the way, during this entire time, there's going to be more and more of these circles that spawn. Don't stand in those, they really hurt. After that, there's going to be a bunch of knights that spawn. The knights do have a bit of health, so I found that doing a slash and then R2 attack will generally take them out. It'll take about 3 slashes or just 2 R2 smashes to take them down. Now they have blades as well, so watch out, they can hurt you. After that, a wave of wizards will come. And these guys are kind of annoying to kill. They're going to be flying around. It takes about 3 hits with the blade to kill them, but because that they're flying around, it's kind of difficult to aim that. So be a little bit patient here, try to take them out. I ended up using my super and killing some of them. If you have a quick sniper rifle, you can probably take them out really quick as well if you just drop the blade. After that, 2 ogres will spawn. Now you can either just kill them by shooting them, or I just thought it was so much fun using that sword that I decided to kill them with that as well. Using a super on one will do a pretty hefty amount of damage to it, but try to do the R1, R1, R2 combo with the sword, and that should take one out pretty quick. Now watch out for their melee attack, because that'll also take you down really quick as well. So pretty much this entire time, you're going to want to just stay mobile, stay in the air, trying to land to the ground, specifically on those circles, because they really hurt, and then just try to have some fun with it. Bring some friends along for this portion if you can, because it is just so much fun to use that sword. After that, you're going to go back to the tower and trade in the urn to Zur. He will give you some weird looking eyes, and you go turn those into Eris Morn. She will then give you a pair of light level 33 gloves. This should help some of you guys out hitting level 31 just a little bit quicker. I hope this guide helped you out. This has been Patrick Casey with Planet Destiny, your guide to the Destiny universe.